the political leaders to return. And I think they helped to provoke the situation. I was able to do a whole lot. Strangely, the LPC, these were all warring factions, and all of the other warring factions, I was able to bring them into government. In fact, most of the combatants that fought for the government during the war were the combatants of the warring factions that fought against me. So I accomplished bringing them together. I accomplished making sure that the issue of tribalism went away in Liberia. But I mean, to a great extent, I think most Liberians now, if you went to Liberia and took a poll, they would say Mr. Taylor did his best.
Any other regrets?
The second regret is that I was never able to get the United States to understand me. I was never able to get them to work with me, which is so essential for Liberia. No president of Liberia, no president can make it successfully unless he is online with Washington. Now, I'm not the type of guy that you can pick up a telephone and command. I don't take that. I didn't take that from Washington. Then, even if I were elected president, I would not take it. I'm not that kind. I'm not a coward. But I do believe that a good working relationship is essential for any president of Liberia or that president will
feel with a profound sense of gratitude and humility. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your president and commander-in-chief for the past 6 years. Together, in 2018, we embarked on a journey to build a united, peaceful, and prosperous Liberia. And I am deeply thankful for the trust and support you have bestowed upon me and my administration during my tenure. As we navigate the complexity of governance, your partnership was instrumental in the development and implementation of policies and programs that aim to bring progress and development to our great nation. Reflecting on the accomplishment of these 6 years, let me tell you that I am proud of what we have achieved together. We have built roads, supported free wires and free tuition at high schools and public universities, stabilized the macroeconomic challenges we face in 2018, build hundreds of pro-poor housing units, and achieve on so many fronts that we are able to list here today. However, I acknowledge that there is always room for improvement, and perhaps more could have been done under different circumstances. Regrettably, some of the long-term projects we initiated did not reach completion during my tenure. I am hopeful that the incoming administration will carry the torch forward and bring these initiatives to fruition for the benefit of all Liberians. Fellow compatriots, rumors, and misinformation have played a large part in our politics over the last 6 years. It is my hope we as a country will overcome this challenge over the next 6 years. To begin this, we must start with the facts of the transition. I must report to you that we are leaving behind a better economy than we inherited. Today, President-elect Joseph Nima Bouaka will inherit a stronger economy than I inherited. There is a bigger net international reserve position than was handed me in 2018. I inherited 94,999,000 United States dollars in net international reserves. And I am handing over to the next administration a net international reserve position of 222,700,000 United States dollars. This is 136% increase in the net international reserve position. The total cash balance in the government's consolidated account is United States $40,044,365.90. In 2018, my government inherited a consolidated cash position of $7 million United States dollars. The next administration thus has more resources to deal with emergency macroeconomic challenges than my administration had at its disposal in 2018. My fellow citizens, through our time together, I held still fast to two cornerstones of leadership: keeping the peace and upholding the democratic process and the root of our democratic journey. I am immensely proud that during my tenure, Liberia remained at peace with itself and at peace with its neighbor. Our armed forces, the force of good, were never turned against our own people, and external actions were confined to international peacekeeping mission under the United Nations. This peace, sustained by our own domestic resources, is a testament to the maturity and strength of our nation. We protected the inalienable rights of every Liberian citizen as enshrined in our Constitution. Freedom of speech, assembly, and expression were not only preserved, but celebrated. There were no political prisoners or prisoners of conscience during my entire term, a testament to the development of strong democratic institutions that are now not only hailed as competent and professional, but as trusted and credible. Liberia is now regarded as a pillar of democracy in West Africa and a shining example to the world. This was only made possible through our various collaborative efforts. I want to thank all Liberians, regardless of your political affiliation, for staying the course and helping build a stronger, continue to bless the Republic of Liberia.
Those who wrote the speech, inauguration day, everybody happy. We are rejoicing over the defeat of the old regime. We are rejoicing about our effort to bring a new regime. Then we sit down with happiness. We go write paper for that 79-year-old man. He's talking to me, then before that, I will tell United Nations, I will tell US, I will bring weapon for you. Because you think weapon for you, Johnson? By the time the weapon was bringing, when you got to the place. That's it. Because in this country,
when you elect a clown and you think that he will be a king, what he does is to convert the kingdom into a circus. This is what we must deal with, and this is what we must say. Who do we elect into our public offices? Because, as I've said before, when you allow hyenas to take care of goats, why should you be surprised when the goats are eaten? This is the same. And Africa is only going to realize our potential in all areas when, by dint of choice, we enable and allow our best men and women to serve in different areas. I've heard it being said about Lee Kuan Yew in Singapore. I've heard it being suggested about Mahathir Mohamad in Malaysia. I've heard it being said about Japan. I've heard it being said about other countries, but there was a conscious decision on the part of those individuals and the followership. We always talk about leaders, but we never talk about the followers. The followers must also style up. Africans on average are for some reason attracted to thieves. Africans are for some reason attracted to men and women who cannot serve her. And when they are not served, then they complain. When Africans are told, choose you now whom we shall release, Jesus of Nazareth or Barabbas, they say, release Barabbas. And when Barabbas behaves like Barabbas, they say, why are you not behaving like Christ? It cannot be done.
In May of 2001, signed a second of two executive orders, number 13213, Defense Exhibit D310, in which it was stated, and I quote, the government of Liberia's complicity in the RUF's illicit trade in diamonds and its other forms of support for the RUF are direct challenges to the United States foreign policy objectives in the region as well as the rule-based international order. We will wake up one morning and watch on CNN as Taylor rides triumphantly down the main street in Monrovia to the executive mansion, daring all of us to come and get him. Unless he is handed over to the special court for Sierra Leone, this scenario is not out of the realm of possibilities. He then asked, how do we assure Liberia's future? And he answers that. Ultimately, he says, what we do about Taylor in the next several to President Obasanjo Obasanjo, the Nigerian significant pressure that was brought to bear on President Obasanjo, irrespective of his personal and leadership obligations to the West African sub-region. And therein lies the dilemma for current African heads of state and government, but how to enter into binding commitments and obligations with the African pairs and remain steadfast, resolute, and unyielding in their fidelity to those agreements in the face of such unrelenting and punishing pressure from powerful Western.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up small, yeah? Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Oh, Takunji. Okay, let's go. Where you are, where you are. You sleeping? You better wake up. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's time to go. It's time to still choose. It's Wednesday in the Republic of Liberia. Let me say a very, very pleasant good evening to all of you across the country. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to those of you in the diaspora. Our friends, our fans, our followers, our critics, and even those of you who do not like the things we say and the way we say them. It's good to have all of you joining us tonight on the Wednesday's edition of the show. This is Freedom Hard Talk. Obviously, it's on 87.9 Freedom FM, broadcasting live to you from the nation's capital in Monrovia. As always and every day, a lot to talk about. A lot of issues that have deep bearings on the lives or the living conditions of our people. These issues continue to spring off and off the government's chest, deep into the public. I'm telling you, brother. Those of us who are using our lenses to grab those issues or capture them from the different spaces within the Republic, it is our responsibility to ensure that they flag. And so I'd like to welcome you to this edition of the show. Today is the 20th day of August 2025. My name is Austin Kawah. This show is proudly sponsored by Camp Stepper Liberia of Omen Samsayo. It is in partnership with Radio. It is in partnership with Win Liberia. Win Liberia is our financial partner. A partner that enables us to give cash to all of you who will want to play our cash giveaway. All you have to do, just make sure you dial *7. To the bomb, way different, please. All you have to do, just make sure you dial *255*1#. And automatically you will form part of our draw. *255*1#. You send. Two options will appear before you. One of the options will be asking you whether you want to play in Liberian dollars. And option number 2 will be asking you whether you want to play in US dollars. Just for 50 cents. Just for 50 Liberian dollars or 25 cents in US, you are qualified to play. A lot of issues to talk about tonight. But the PUL has issued a statement that we're going to talk about. Senator Ibrahim Darius Dillon has been in the news for a while. And I think it's time that I too should render an opinion on a short video that is circulating on social media about people criticizing the government. Then at times we want to ask that today criticism of the government is bad when it was good yesterday. Is that hypocrisy or a continuous display of hypocrisy coming from the Montserrat County Senator?
My brother, God can bless Win big.
So yeah. A lot to talk about. Let's take a break from our sponsor. Oh, my producer can give me a chance. Let's take a break from our sponsor. We'll come back. We'll move into the issues. So now we are spending time on the CDC. We are spending time in the CDC. We are looking deep into the CDC, the possibility or the need to restructure the party. Let's take this break, come back, and talk the issues.
100,000 Liberian dollars and up to.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
Win big today with Win Liberia on Freedom FM. Yes, for just 100 Liberian dollars or 50 cent United States dollars, you can win from 4,000 Liberian dollars up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. And for 200 Liberian dollars or 1 United States dollar on Japa days, you can win from 15,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, and up to 1 million Liberian dollars. For these amazing prizes, dial *255*1#. Again, dial *255*1#. The more you play, the better your chances. It's Win Liberia Cash Giveaway on Freedom FM.
It's about musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime and body, don't take law in your hand. Call the real authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see you must take it. I mean you cheche. You wait for your safety. If you see don't keep it. You must part to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door.
Thank you, Old Man Sam Cyan. The message is clear, it's across. Hey, stop mob violence. When somebody steals in your community or a criminal is caught, do not beat him or her. Please make sure that you report the person to the nearest police station and don't take the laws in your hands. It's wrong. My Water Ability has joined us tonight. Samuel Hine, Venetius Junior Bar is joining us from Nukutan. Samuel is joining us from Wiyala, Magibi County. Arnold Taylor from Michigan in the U.S. Susan Kofa has also joined us. William Wulu is joining us tonight from Upper Cardwell. Asata Miller has joined the show from Soul Clinic Community. Ansu Famula is following from Broville as always. Stephen Yagadi is joining the show tonight from District 2 in Lower Magibi County. Mohammed Sharif has joined the show tonight from Jacobstown, St. Francis Community. Adiyu Kamara is following. Melvin Dixpati is also joining the show tonight. Mohammed Balo is following from Broville as always. Tumete Eltier, Karen Eskandi, William Wulu, all of you, welcome to the show tonight. Henry To is also joining the show from Cardwell. Siliki Traore has joined us. Joseph Neal is also following from Zulu Whiskey there in Grand Julia County. John Dubber is also joining from Samukatan in Cardwell. Abraham Addison has joined the show from Upper Cardwell as well. David Ray is following the show tonight via YouTube from Harper City. Greenland. Eugene is also joining the show tonight. From Soul Clinic, Agatha Glasgow. All of you, we are Kawah. Vema Class also joined. Abraham Morris says, thank you for the show. Emmanuel Jele. Musa Kone is following from Canada. And Nehemiah Rebels is also joining. Welcome all of you. We can recognize all of you who are joining the show tonight. Welcome to the show. So yes, you see a lot of things are happening, and it is just difficult to ignore some of these things. But let's talk about the catch process a bit. At times I can forget to talk about it, but when you on the radio or after the show, people will go, "Oh, we didn't hear you talking about the cash giveaway. We didn't hear the reminder. What's the code again?" So every day we will have to remind you about the short code to play the cash giveaway. Every day we do that. So yes, what you do in case you have $50 Liberian on your mobile money account, or its equivalent in US is 25 cents. It means you are qualified to play our cash giveaway. All you have to do, just make sure you dial *255*1#. That is if you have interest in playing our cash giveaway. Just dial *255*1# and send. When you send, two options will appear on your phone. Option number 1 will be asking you to play in Liberian dollars. And option number 2 will be asking you whether you want to play in US dollars. Any option you select is your choice. You have to send it. When you send it, and then the Lone Star Cell will ask you to enter your mobile money account or your mobile money password. So that's the shortest way to play the cash giveaway. First, you dial *255*1# and send, and then two options appear on your phone. If you select option number 1, it means you are playing in LD. If you select option number 2, it means you are playing in USD. Whichever option you select, you send, and then you will be required to enter your mobile money password, and then it's a bingo for you. You have already played our cash giveaway. Yes, you may just be sitting waiting to receive your alert that you have instantly received $5,000 from us. Now, nobody should send you text or call you to tell you that you have won for yourself money and ask you to enter any code. Nobody should ask you to enter any code or enter any password. When you win our cash prize here, we don't ask for you for your password. We don't send you code. We want is that when you win here, we don't send you a code. We don't ask you to enter your mobile money password, or we do not ask you to enter any code on your phone. Anybody calling you and asking you to enter a code on your phone or to enter your password, that person is a scam or a fraudster. Do not enter any code on your phone or enter any password from somebody calling you and telling you that you have won money from Freedom FM. Don't do so. Today I was in a community and I was approached about this. So I thought to raise this awareness. We don't ask for code. We don't send you code and ask you to enter any code if you win our money here. We can transfer you the money and we ourselves can call you on the radio, live on the radio, to tell you you have won. We don't call you behind the scene or in one old house, in one community. No, we call you live on the radio. We call all of our winners live on the different radio programs here at Freedom FM. So hope that is clear for all of you. I came across something today about the Say No to Drugs campaigners. And you see, we will always say to you, everything we say to you will resonate. Will become a reality. Just yesterday, I was reminding you that this whole drug campaign, Say No to Drug campaign, was an serious PR from the government. It was on a serious draft. And it was a personal initiative driven by selfish individuals or individuals with selfish motives or aims. We said that to you. Just after we reported that the campaigners, they say no to drugs campaigners were fighting amongst themselves, we now see documents including articles of incorporation along with business registration certificate in a private or an individual's name. So this is the article of incorporation, copy of the articles of incorporation that we have. Okay. This is not clear. So let me scream out to read. The duration of this of the corporation shall be perpetual, with the power to sue and be sued, blah blah blah, to receive gifts, logistics, and donations from legal sources, to make gifts, and all of blah blah blah. Principal office and register agency. The principal address of the organization shall be here, WA Painesville City, Muswell County, Republic of Liberia, and the name and address of the registered agent, Rosalind Amar Giddings. Address of the contact number, everything is a public document, so I can read the number 0777 177 792. With email address amar blah 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 432@gmail.com. Board of directors, the initial board of directors, who subject to the provisions of the articles of incorporation, the bylaws, constitution, blah blah blah, receiver shall hold office until the successors are duly qualified and elected. Everything. So the address, name, article, the incorporators. Now only one person, Rosalind Giddings, and her address is here, Painesville City, Muswell County, one incorporator. So this article of incorporation has one incorporator, and the business registration certificate is also here, and all of that of the same incorporator, the same address, and all of that. So now they say no to drugs campaign that is supposed to be a national initiative of all Liberians. That the very people were saying, this is no politics, this is nobody's personal thing, this is not about us, or it should not be about you or me, it should be about our country, it should be about our children, it should be about our children's future. This is it. It has become an individual initiative now. So it means all of you parents who were under the rings on that fateful Monday, was it Monday, Thursday? In fact, on that fateful Thursday, campaigning against, rallying and campaigning against drugs, walking from the different distances to ensure purchasing T-shirts and all of that, and other paraphernalia to ensure that you identify with the organizers of this event that should be a national initiative, has turned out to be an individually driven initiative now. So it is, they say no to drugs campaign is a personal property now of Rosalind Giddings. So you can now decide whether you want to join her to support her initiative. But it is, as we say now, it is her property, it is her initiative. She's going to do it the way she wants to do it. She has legal documents now to do it the way she wants to do it, to spend any money that goes in for that initiative the way she wants to spend it, and the law will back her. It's like a sole proprietor thing now. So she's not going to be answerable to anybody. She's going to do it her will. The way she wants to do it, and that's how she's going to do it. So that's a reminder or an alert to all of you. And we want to apologize to all of you because we use our platforms here to rally Liberians from across the country to join this campaign. We told you it was a national initiative. We should consider our case, our children, or our brothers and sisters who were victims or who are victims of this thing they call drugs. Okay, that's what we said to you. But again, we apologize to all of you. We ourselves, felt it was a national initiative. We didn't think that there were ulterior motives by selfish or from selfish individuals who wanted to personalize the campaign to project herself as the face or the brain or the only person in this whole thing. But again, Rosalie, what's her name? This lady who resigned, she said, God, let God be the judge. That's how she concluded her Facebook post when she tendered in or announced her resignation. She said, let God be the judge. In less than 3 days, the realities are beginning to settle in. We are beginning to see why they fight. There were people in there who wanted this whole national initiative, who wanted to be the face of this initiative. One person cannot fight drugs in our country. This is not about who is the face of a national campaign that is supposed to eradicate drugs in our country and rescue most of our brothers and sisters and children who are going wayward, who are falling victims to drugs. So now the whole say no to drugs thing is a personal property now. Just to inform you, it's a personal property. Now, citizens, get ready to take your telephones to call. And Liberians to sympathize us. Reactions. We're about to talk about the CDC. We're about to look into the leadership of the CDC. And it's important that we do that. New political parties are springing up. They are moving around. They are touring. We are seeing practical initiatives. There are citizens and sympathizers of the CDC who are discouraged, extremely discouraged that little or nothing is being seen in the public about the CDC. There are people, every day we receive calls and text messages because they have access to us and they do not have access to their leaders. And they believe that when they communicate their concerns, their observations to us, we will use our platforms to communicate, to echo their concerns. We can't keep suppressing the concerns of people who believe in a movement. We cannot keep suppressing the concerns, the observations, the thoughts, the views of people, of individuals who believe in a political movement, in a revolution. So we have to communicate. We have to afford them the opportunity to speak to their leaders. So tonight, we will open the telephone lines for citizens to call in and speak to their leaders. Are they satisfied with the current setup or structure of their political party? The current mood that they see their political party wearing, or are they okay? They have to speak. They have to speak, and we have to provide the platform for them to speak. So yes, I made a Facebook post. It is something that is deeply rooted in my conviction that the CDC must be restructured. But before we go into that, keep playing your cash giveaway. That's *255*1#. Let's go into something else and then we'll come back. That's our major conversation tonight. The president of Liberia issued something that I want to flag. Let's read this statement issued by the PA. Then we can okay. Let's read this statement issued by the PA. That's our parent body, so we have to prioritize their issues over some of the political issues. So the President of Liberia has deployed distinguished journalist and Anthony Law, Bruce Bowen, to represent two Liberian journalists, Eric Opado and Matusula Gay, who are currently facing criminal charges in Riverside County. The charges of criminal contempt of court and criminal coercion stem from publications by the journalists that allege corruption within the Yakbatan Magisterial Code, specifically claims of bribery and the controversial release of a police officer allegedly apprehended with narcotics. In addressing the situation, PEO President Julius Kanuba emphasized the union's strong commitment to ensuring the journalists' freedom from the criminal charges, expressing gratitude to Anthony Boer for taking on this critical role. The unfettered freedom of journalists is of paramount concern to the union. Unquote. Bruce Boer, a former editor at the Liberia Broadcasting System and an award-winning judicial correspondent of the SY Independent Star Radio Liberia, possesses more than 2 decades of experience characterized by ethical journalism, integrity, and media leadership. We are confident that Bruce will utilize We are confident that Bruce will utilize his extensive knowledge of journalism and law to plead effectively for our colleagues seeking the dismissal of all criminal charges through legal arguments and constructive dialogue. The PEO emphasizes the importance of dropping the criminal charges, noting that anti-press freedom, anti-free speech offenses have been decriminalized under the Abdullah Kamara Act of Press Freedom. Additionally, Liberia's commitment to the Declaration of the Table Mountain, which calls for the abolition of criminal defamation laws, reinforces this stance. No journalist should endure harassment, intimidation, or silencing due to published content, particularly when such content has been clarified and ratified, the PEO states. Okay, I will not go into the background, but it is said that on the 13th of August, the two Liberian journalists, who are currently the two Liberian journalists were arrested by the court on the instruction of the associate magistrate. I think the associate magistrate name is Diba in Riverside County. And the story is told that they were released and they were instructed to reappear on the 18th of August, 2025. And they appear without their lawyer. And it is told that he was subsequently informed by the magistrate to reappear with the legal counsel on the 20th of August, which is today. Or if he does not appear, he will risk being rearrested. So on August 14, 2025, it is told that Methuselah Gay was detained following a complaint that a police officer named Ojukwu Weeks, it is told, complained. He filed criminal coercion charge as a private prosecutor. It is told that Officer Weeks alleged that the journalists have published false allegation, unquote, false allegation that linked him to narcotics, that links him to being in possession of narcotics substances, and that he allegedly took bribe. Later on, it is told that both journalists were temporarily released after they spent a night in jail. Not only that, but their detention met huge or excessive force or pressure from the community people and all of that, and that they had to also pay huge amount of money on bill. Huge amount of money that community people had to raise money and all of that to build them, especially Methuselah. And it is true that, for example, Methuselah had to pay 60,000 Liberian dollars. That's about 300 US dollars. And Eric also had to pay 2,000 Liberian dollars. And it is true that a prominent figure from River Says, which I know, also intervened to secure his release. And so the PEL is deeply concerned about this. And the PEL has deployed a Liberian journalist as well, who is also a lawyer, Bruce, to follow the case and represent the two journalists. I remember we were at Voice FM in 2014 when President Sirleaf signed the Table Mountain Declaration. The Table Mountain Declaration basically seeks to remove insult laws, harsh laws, to remove insult laws, one, that criminalize speech offenses. That criminalize speeches or speech. And that the penalties should be civil instead of criminal. Should be lesser, softer than harsher. So that Table Mountain Declaration requires that when you sign there, you sign in South Africa, you come back to your country and you localize it. You sign in South Africa, and then you return to your countries and you localize what the Table Mountain Declaration seeks to address. So the Table Mountain Declaration, hey, when people make utterances, when I sit behind these microphones and I speak, the Table Mountain Declaration say our laws should respect speech. But if my speech or my utterances offend Mamaka ability, for example, if the things I say on radio offend Mamaka ability, the Table Mountain Declaration requires that Mamaka ability cannot sue me for criminal offenses, or the charges against me should not be and cannot be criminal, rather civil. Meaning, I can get a bill. It means the bills or my bill that I can go for to get cannot be huge or should not be for speech. When Prophet Keith calls Judy and Ryan, you remember the legal advisor to the president took the telephone and called the city solicitor and told him to drop the case because our country signed onto the Table Mountain Declaration, and then we localized it by signing the Kamara Act that decriminalizes speech. That was signed under George Weah in 2018, early 20, May 2018. So we localized the Table Mountain Declaration in 2018 by signing the Kamara Act, which decriminalized all speech offenses. So you can't be holding journalists for criminal charges for speech. That's what the law says. The law says you can hold a journalist or a politician or an individual on criminal charges for speech. So the first thing the PEL say, we'll go to River Says and call on the courts there to drop all criminal offenses or criminal charges against the journalists. Then they can go back that if they want to file civil suit against the journalists, no problem. But it can't be criminal. That's what the law says. So yes, we'll move on and we'll reach the two journalists. All the best. We are in contact with them. We're in contact with Bruce as well, and we're in contact with the PEL. And so we will provide updates, regular updates, as the case unfolds in River Says. Listen to Darius Dillon, folks. Listen to Darius Dillon. So the numbers to call for you CDCians, or those of you who have interest in restructuring the CDC, I will call the numbers. So you take the numbers, because right after this conversation with Dillon, we'll be going to the telephone lines to hear from you before I say what I want to say. But listen to the light. Listen to Dillon, right? My follow.
And the thing Gary in negative.
Okay, let me try to carry back to. Okay, let me try to carry.
We're not going to reward. We're not going to reward people who decide that I will talk with them man until he gives me something. No. We're not going to reward people who decide that I will talk with them man until he gives me something. No, not me. Not this government. Not Joseph Boakai government. No. A few people in there giving some of you post money. We're watching. When we catch public officials in our government sponsoring some people who lie off just all over the place, and the thing giving a negative image to the country every day, makes them feel okay, and because they're getting something from somewhere. Watch yourself. We, the government, we're watching our own from inside. When we catch you sponsoring some of the blackmailers, some of the ones who say nothing positive is at all is happening to this country, we're watching. When we catch you, you are under the government. You can call the part and say they don't threaten people.
We call it already. They don't know you're not threatening anybody.
We're not going to reward people who decide that I will talk with them man until he gives me something. No, not me. Not this government. Not Joseph Boakai government. A few people in there giving some of you post money. We watch.
Enough of this nonsense. Listen. Enough of this. Eh? I'll say this to you. You know what? They don't sound like a loose cow. That's how he sounds like a loose cow. Like a hairless goat. That's how he sounds. Like a hairless goat. HEADLESS. Headless goat. GOAT. That's how they don't sound. He sounds like a headless goat in this recording. That's how he sounds. Yes, let me repeat. Darius Dillon sounds like a headless goat in this recording. Like a loose cow. Look. This man is chair on the Foreign Affairs Committee. The man is so ignorant to the extent that he doesn't even know that he does not have the capacity. Don't forget about authority. Assuming he has the authority, but he does not even have the capacity to stop a presidential appointee from doing business or interacting with people you consider blackmailers or people who try to frame the government negatively. That's the first thing. The man is so ignorant to the extent that he does not even know that he does not have the capacity, assuming he had the authority. He does not have the capacity to stop. And even if he had the capacity to stop, how will he, who's going to listen to him? Even if Dillon has a restricted authority within the executive, within the legislature. His oversight is over the executive. There's nothing about your oversight that can compel the executive when you don't have proof. I don't know whether he smoked enough cigarette that night or he was drunk with Savannah Dry, but they don't need to stop drinking before going live. I told him the other day, he needs to stop smoking and drinking before going live. And if they don't stop drinking and smoking before going live, he will stop sounding silly like the way he sounds. He's that about people who bomb off the government with loud mouths, don't give them anything. But I don't blame Dillon. I don't blame Dillon. Imagine Dillon today threatening not to give people anything, as if to say he has something to give people before. They men who are just eating journalists' money from Liberty Party thing from press conferences. They men who was just eating journalists' money intended for journalists for PR purposes. He was eating journalists' money. I didn't see they don't hear threatening not to do business with anybody who criticizes the government and all of that. Anybody who chooses not to say anything positive about the government. Who's stopping the government from saying the positive things that are happening in the government? Who's stopping her? Oh, you know that the media is important? Is that important? So Dillon is not angry that the media is flagging the negative things or all the bad things that are happening in the country. So he's angry. If there are good things happening in the country, they don't talk it here. Point to the good things that are happening in the country. Let's see. Because he said the media people or the propagandists or the blackmailers are only reporting negative things. Okay, we agreed. What are the positive things that you are also talking about? Report. They may get a platform to mentor negative things. You get a platform, go talk your positive things. Let's see who the Liberian people will listen to. It's so easy. Let's see who the Liberian people are going to listen to. Kawah comes in the night. He speaks about the negative things or the ills that are happening under the UP government. They goes to Facebook Live. Let them not talk about the good things that are happening under the UP government. Who is stopping him? The government of Liberia is having bi-weekly press conferences in this country. Why are the people not listening to what they are communicating? Who is stopping them from communicating the good things that are happening in the country? The legislature, the two wings in the legislature, they have media offices. I know that the house, my good friend Robert Haynes has the legislative hour or something on ERBC. Who is stopping Liberians from believing what they are reporting or saying about the legislature? The judiciary, I know my big brother Darren Ambrose, man, is controlling media relations in the judiciary. If there are good things that are happening and they are talking about them or reporting them, who is stopping the Liberian people from listening to them or believing what they are reporting or publishing? That Dillon is so angry that we are constantly flagging what Liberian people want, what the Liberian people want to hear. Why is he so angry? They have that class. He is the president. He is the class president. This man is the president for the class. All the senior officials in the government were squeezed on one flyer and they circulated in all the UP chat rooms and all social media that they were returning to class. They were reloading their class. They reloaded the class. He comes back, he leaves the class as the class prefect. He comes back to Facebook to come complain and say, oh, the people not listening to all in the class, oh, that David, that Freedom Evan is listening to, that the other people that kids they are listening to. So they are blackmailers. And will not give them rack. Eh? I can force for AB and KOK and Alexa and Wendell and Abu. I can force for them. I know none of them ever went to you to ask you for money. So who go ask for money? Who asking for money? Who now? Except your own United Party journalists who supported you before and campaigned for you, and you took over and you messing up and blundering and they are chastising you on Facebook. Maybe that didn't want you talking to. Maybe that didn't want to go to you for money. Look, you even broke or gym that they know you go ask for money. Will not give them right. And he's sitting in office all of arrogance and ignorance and telling the public, we are monitoring, we are watching. When a managing director takes money and gives it to somebody, he will stop the managing director from doing it. Guess what? The managing directors do not give a damn about you. They don't, you know why? Because they are stealing. The ministers do not give a damn about you because they are stealing. Set your butt down in Capitol building let a minister or a managing director go steal the document leak or bypass a PPCC process, the document leak, and an investigator is investigating it and reach out to that minister or managing director and say, hey, yes, the document, my investigation has uncovered, and I need you to respond to it. Now the government people can start proposing bribe to you. When you investigate that misdealing and that dirty things, and you reach out to them for their response to your article, they are the ones that start begging you. When you don't listen to them, they will take phone and call somebody who they know close to you. My man, please talk to him. These things happen, we know. Even the very they don't have called to beg. He had called people to also beg. They see the man who just 2019, 2020, he was calling, I will not call the person in UP to talk to me to leave him alone. They see the man, my man, what have done to Austin? That your man talk to him. They see the man who are calling just 2019, 2020, calling to talk to people, begging people to beg me. To $375 putting envelope and sending to me, and I rejected it. They see the loan. Now they see the loan yet. Telling people will not give them right for something for this and that. Yeah, I said, shall we here? I was doing a show at Freedom FM then. And that there are many reasons why I will not even call individuals who are currently in the government who reach out to me about for the development. Even when I rejected his money, he called other people. Some of them were in the youth league now. They have graduated to the national level. They see development. They see the man who can be begging journalists around for radio appearance. And they don't know telling somebody say when he will not get right. So why was he calling people 2019, 2020 to beg Austin Kawah to forget about him and sending $375 in envelope to buy gas? He said, I told you, I said, Delon is fake. And those of us who know this guy, we told you that this guy is the most fakest person if it is a war. The most fakest person in this country. He's fake. Which was everything when yet they don't open a mouth on social media or on radio station. 99% of the things he says on those public platforms are untrue. Only 1% may be true. The real Delon is the Delon that you don't see, you don't hear, you don't watch. The real Delon is the Delon that you don't see, you don't hear, you don't watch. Ask anybody who you know close to Delon, they will tell you, hey, Darius Delon. The real Darius Delon is the Delon that you don't see, the Delon that you don't hear, the Delon that you don't watch. The Delon that you see every day or hear every day is the fake Delon. This man is giving people money all around the place. Oh, my man, please forget about me. My man, please talk to the person. Delon is even negotiating on behalf of government officials with media people. Delon can take phone and call media people to beg them to forget about the very government officials that he say he threatening or warning not to give money. They seen Delon. The same Delon can take telephone. He send messages to journalists begging them to leave other government officials, to forget about other government officials. You take a phone all day, you know. I almost said that. But let me say, you know, I can do something. I'm doing right. I'm writing for a newspaper in this country, right? But I don't use my byline. So I did an article that I really investigated. When I sent the article for publication, I have reached out to the editor of the paper, the owner of the paper. And I told him, no, you reach out for response. I don't want to be the one reaching out. Because I don't want them to know that I'm publishing already for so and so paper, you know. So I told the person to reach out for response. So the person reached out for response from the individual. On the individual took phone and called the very Delon man. The very Delon man. The individual reached out to Delon. He said, it takes journalist reach out to me, so article and he's doing and all that, and needs my response. And the person, I don't know what the person explained to Delon, because if the person was not guilty, they would have responded and said, here's my response, publish it. But this person reached out, this head of entity reached out to Delon and asked Delon to please talk, and asked Delon whether he knows this person. And Delon told the person, yes, I'm my boy. I know, I'm trying to refine it, but normally you will say, I'm a piggy man, I'm my man. He said, yeah, I'm a man. Let me talk to him. Delon reached out to the person to beg the person not to publish the article. He reached out though, begging the person not to publish the article against that head of entity. Then the people owner reach out, my man, I have a story here, but the people, your man, they don't just call me. The man begging me to forget about it, to not to publish an article. And I told the editor, the owner of the paper, I said, no, don't listen to that man. I told him publish a story. Insist on that person response. Send that person text, let the person reply you and publish an article with their response. If the person refuses to respond, publish an article and publish a text message that you send to the person. At the time you send it. So the public will read the story and know that you sent text for response. It took them 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. They could not respond to you. And the person did just that and published a text message in the article. And that head of editor got angry. And today they don't get speak to that person I'm talking about. Today he does not speak to the person I'm talking about because of that article. And that's how, some of us, that's how we look, right? I always say them, they don't think it, they're fake. They are extremely fake. He causing us on social media. And then he is the number one lawmaker in the country that can be all in media people inboxes, sending them text messages for begging for attention, begging for audience, and also negotiating on behalf of other lawmakers and other government officials in the executive. I listened to this audio ever since. And I thought not to have a conversation about it. But yesterday, something got me say, no. We can't keep blaming our people or our audience. When this man speaks, nobody responds to him. It appears that, the man, he lie, everything. No, he's not any lie here. He's fake. He's fake. Minister, assistant minister, then running to him, the guy issued the run to him. He settled it. Why is that recommending to the president to dismiss them or to suspend them? But he's negotiating, begging for them behind the scene. They will misbehave. Government officials will misbehave. He will take phone and call in the executive mansion and negotiate on their behalf. He will take phone and call the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to negotiate even for employment of employees, for reinstatement of employees who misbehave. People will go and preach our laws, preach our procurement process. They don't will take phone to negotiate on their behalf. And he goes to Facebook, open a wide mouth like a loose cow and one headless goat, and just running a mouth all around the place acting their own scent. One thing I know is that the people in the executive, they're not taking the serious. They know the main fake. They were just yelling, because they own that one of their sport children. They were just own with no baboons to show him. But a serious man. Go tell Sekou Double who paying 30,000 now, 13,000 now, all right. Tell you say, don't give nobody money in the black building. Go and ask Sekou Double for a media list. The very people, don't start calling names here. Let's call names. Go to Sekou Double, ask him for a media list and see the names of journalists that he paying. Some of the very people that are criticizing the government every day, their names are on that list that I am aware of. Go stay even Sekou Double and tell him, my man, remove the person name from here, remove the person name from here. Sekou Double will cost you your man. Go tell Sekou Double, say, take the man name from on your list. Because the man knows why he has certain individual names on his list of media people that he's paying. So they won't calling them blackmailers. Sekou Double is doing business with them. Go to LPRC, tell Emotua, say, don't talk to the person because he's a blackmailer. Emotua knows exactly why he is talking to this person, why he is keeping or maintaining relationship with this person. Go to Information Minister Pia, your media money that they giving them every day. Go to him, go tell Pia, say, let me see the media list of people, the list of media institutions or talk show hosts that you're doing or publishers that you're doing business with. Go to him and tell him, hey Pia, man, call Pia, tell Pia, say, don't do business with the other person here. I will call someone that need initials. Call Pia, tell Pia, say, don't do business with CY. Call Pia, say, Pia, don't do business with RF. That journal needed that credit assassin there. That what making they don't vex. That's what making they don't vex. So tell Pia, say, Pia, remove CY ni, remove RF ni, remove SD ni, and remove PB ni. Tell him to remove that names on the list. Tell you know. Same people like man. The very people who are criticizing you like people you're paying money to. They say, we tell man, our names are not on any list, and I don't want my name to be on any list until UP government expire. I don't want my name to be on any list, and my name will not be on any list until UP. Listen, any CDC government that will support that, one list, our names were not on. We're doing our legal hustle. Yes, we have some protection, we enjoy some privileges. We're not spoiled. We're not allowed to, yo. We enjoy some privileges, some attention, and some everything. But hey, you people were running all around. Osi Kawah, okay, Abu Shari, Segu, or Ebi, their names on NSA payroll. You picking the power. NSA and exchange almost the whole team, the entire team at NSA. Restructure it. We can see the payroll that our name were on. We can see the payroll that our names were on. You also go to NPA. They say our names are on NPA payroll. We're taking pay for NPA. So UP people are NPA. Segu Dugle then every day my mouth on Segu Dugle. Why Segu Dugle get published a list? The payroll that my name that have my name. The list, the media list that have my name. You tell Segu Dugle to publish it. Let me see what my name on NPA payroll because they say our names were on government payrolls. They were calling NSA, how you call it, an NPA, NASCOP, and where again? Maritime. Nito lies and Maritime. That is PUP man. You tell Nito Lies to publish Maritime list. Let's see where my name is. That NSA, NPA, NASCOR, and Maritime, let them publish our names. Let's see where our names were. MICA, Ministry of Information, Finance Ministry, you publish a list, the CDC media list. Let's see, let's look for Osi Kawah, okay, Ebi, let's look Abu Shari, let's look for the names. You see, these people lie to come to power, they lie on everybody. It made some of you to believe things that were never existing and that could never exist. They're almost running into that 10 year. We can see the media list that our names are on. They thought some of us were going to be silent. Today, our mouths are wide and loud on the real issues and for the real reasons. Where is the list? We are not deterred. We are not afraid. We are not running behind them. We are still standing brave, strong, and determined and focused to face them. Where is the list? Don't you think they want damage? If they can burn my car, go as far as burning my car. That media list, if they have with my name on, they will not publish it. Hey, so you sat down, they lied to you. They don't not come in talking about, we'll call on government officials. We are monitoring them. We are supervising. You get big Maserati. What are you doing in Maserati? You get monitor Maserati, government officials, presidential appointees. You monitor their activities. How do you do that? How do you do that? You go monitor. Look, people in the executive have personal friends. They have friendship outside politics. Some people have personal family ties outside politics. The day I get there, I say I go in Ministry of Information. The deputy minister, I always say this to you. It's my mother, my late mother's brother. He would let me the girl in my office. He would never do that. He would never do it. So what you doing? Give me money, I want gas. Johnny will not tell me no. Give me money, I want gas. And I will say it for everybody. You will tell him don't give me money because the man now supporting Joseph Baga. That your money, the man own salary, you tell him don't give it to him. So how will you use your office to interfere in our family building? How are you? This is the reason you see some of us choose to, even if you are family people who say, hey, operate. In your show. We're not giving you a hard time. We're not coming to your office. We're not calling your telephone. They don't meet the family gatherings. We can interact. But all family gatherings operate because we don't want any suspicion. And Johnny respects me for that. I gave him a speech. He respects me for that. Because to avoid some of these electric comments coming from Delon and other people. Yes. Because you're in power, so people who criticize you should not maintain or sustain their relationship or their friendship with other people in the very government. Yeah, look at, just imagine how illiterate they know is sounding. And they are blackmailers. Okay, UP is doing extremely well. Does that message resonate with the people? Go stay in dollar market and say to appease the law. Let me say UP is doing extremely well. And get the result from the people. They will chase you with stick and oil gallons. Real oil gallon are what they will run behind you with. Go stay in dollar and say, or read the market and say the government is doing extremely well because they don't want to hear it. And there they don't. Goes, hey, you Maserado senator, organize a county tour. This is a challenge to him. You tell they don't organize a county tour. Let him go around to the different communities to go preach or to go talk about the good things Joe Biden doing. Who is stopping him? He's a senator of Maserado. Get in your car, organize your outreach. Go to the different communities. Go and preach the word of Joseph Parker to the people. Tell them that Parker is doing great things. Tell them that Parker is working miracles. And see the result, the feedback you get from them. Go do it. Who is stopping you? Say Parker doing good. All of the sector, the major sector that we even expected to happen, prioritized in the government, because that's where he claims to come from, agriculture. It has been rejected, shut down. And you're talking about, nobody talking about the good things. Look, the good things. No journalist, the greatest propaganda or anti-government propagandists in this country will never ignore anything that is a reality. It's difficult to ignore reality. It's difficult. Because the people are not satisfied with your performance. And they depend on us to communicate their dissatisfaction to you. And it is our communication of the people's dissatisfaction that is angering you. Because your real middle class is not helping you. Your bi-weekly press conferences you're having are also not helping you. Your ERBC is a whole mess. It's a mess presided over by another illiterate old man. So ERBC is not helping you. Your few people who you consider as your friendly media institutions or your friendly talk shows or they are not helping you. They are also fooling you. You're giving them free money. The work we are doing here is exactly what you want your friendly media people to do for you. That's what they are not doing for you. That's why I'm getting the UP people vexed. The work we're doing here is what the Ministry of Information cannot do for the government. That's why everybody sitting on our class cannot do for themselves in the government. That's why they are angry. That's why they are angry. That's why they are chasing us. Look, you tell Dylan, shut up. You tell Dylan to shut his mouth and focus on a Maserado County work. Because the very people you threatening, they're begging every day for friendship. Every day they're begging for friendship. Look, they respect us. You know why? There are many officials in the government that respect us. And people in the citizens also respect us because there are people who even believe who they don't even think that some of us who have spent 1 year at Freedom FM and supporting the good and the bad, the good and supporting the good things and chastising people for the bad things. No, they didn't think. Somebody say, "Oh man, they may not do that play, man. They may not go to the government." That's what some think. That's what pinning they don't. The people that they don't talk, the moment Baka takes power, everybody at Freedom was going to start chasing them. Everybody start chasing them. 1 year past, nobody even taking phone to call. Nobody giving their attention. 8 months past, nobody can take phone to call them. 1 year, 8 months, nobody can take phone to call them. It's hurting them. It's paining them. That's why we are introducing the CDC conversation tonight. CDCs, where are you? Seditious, where are you? Where are you? It's a term. Y'all come, let's talk about you people. Seditious, come, let's talk. It's a term. What are you doing? The government is crumbling. Where is the CDC in all of this? The government is heading for self-destruction. Where is the CDC in all of this? Where is the CDC as an institution? Where is it? Where are the leaders of the CDC? Y'all tell CDC people say we want the full list. The full list of CDC National Executive Committee. It will not be complete. I don't want saying it. Y'all call CDC leadership say we want the full list of the CDC National Executive Committee. The full list will say in the position and the individual their position, individual their position. Y'all call them and say we want the full list. The full list of your. Let's see that listing. Jim Brown, National Chairman. Peter Paul, National Vice Chair for Administration. Momolu Momo, National Vice Chair for Operation. Chimama Peterson, National Vice Chair for Mobilization. Brown, National Vice Chair for Political Affairs. Just let's see that full leadership. You can be a ruling party, a major opposition party, and you're going to the second year as the major opposition political party with the most popular politician in the Republic of Liberia, and you have an incomplete leadership structure, and you want to go have fast and pray for you to restructure the party. So I'm asking you CDCs tonight, are you satisfied with the current CDC? Are you satisfied with the current mood that the CDC is in? Are you satisfied with the style of engagement that the CDC normally engages into? Are you satisfied with the quietness that the CDC is wearing, that the leadership of the CDC is wearing? You are in the 17 electoral districts across the country listening to us tonight. Call in and tell us whether you are satisfied. If you are satisfied, I end the show, I take call, I go home. If you are satisfied with the current mode of the CDC as the major opposition political party in the country with the most popular politician in this country. George Weah remains the most popular politician in this country. You have election tomorrow, George Weah will be in the second round. You have election tonight, George Weah will be in the second round. You can't take that way. So he's already in the runoff. 2029 has not even come. George Weah is already in the runoff election. That's how popular he is. He's in a runoff already waiting to see how UP will perform, or Cummins will perform, or CMC will perform, and all of that. So he's already in a runoff waiting to see how the other political parties will perform. And the UP will be graded on the basis of her performance. And I can say to you, if you ask me, amongst all of the political parties, currently, George Weah is already in the runoff of the CDC. The UP is popular than all the other political parties besides CDC. So in all fairness, it means you have to start seeing the UP and the CDC in a runoff, in a potential runoff election in 2029. If the UP guys do not ride on the leniency of the CDC and the scariness of the CDC to break the election in 2029 on first ballot. If they do not, because the UP has an agenda, Joe Barker as an individual has an agenda to destroy the CDC, to ensure that the CDC does not exist. Their intention, their plan, their plot, that everything is to ensure that George Weah is destroyed and the CDC ceases to exist before 2029. And they know these things. And they say we should sit down in 2026 or 2027, then we'll start restructuring, or we'll start reorganizing, or we'll start being active or vigorous or effective or robust. That's the word. The CDC is known to be a robust political party. The CDC is not known to be a party that will sit down and run herself in her chair and say, let's watch and see, let's wait and see. restructuring the party is no excuse. It's a must. There's no option. There is no option. Restructuring your CDC is no option. There is no option to that. It is a must. And the earlier you do that, the better it is for the party, because mind you, there are two things going to happen. Doing your restructuring process, may be moving, may be dropping. Some will be going up, some coming down. Some will be leaving totally the leadership. So there will be aggrieved parties doing the restructuring process. That is understandable. And nobody can predict the exact position or the decision that will be made by the aggrieved parties after the restructuring process. But anybody can sit down and assume and say there are two things that the aggrieved parties will do. One group, or three things. One group might say, I'm aggrieved, but I'm not going anywhere. But I'm not getting actively involved. I will sit down, I'll be on the fence, but I'm not leaving. And I'm not getting active. I'll be inactive. So one group of the aggrieved people will say, we will be inactive. We're not leaving CDC. And we're not getting active in CDC. We'll be inactive. One group will say, I'm leaving. And another group will say, I'm staying. So you have one active group. One group staying to be active. One group staying to be inactive. And one group leaving at all. So that's the damage we have that damage ahead of us. And we cannot escape that damage. We delay for 2 years, or we delay for 3 years. Or once we all have agreed that the CDC must be restructured, it means that damage is ahead. It's going to be considered, it's going to be inclusive in the restructuring. Because there are some folks that will leave. Restructuring means the Saren and the Tamale, and the Saren and the Farade have already started leaving. Restructuring style, the Saren and the fathers are leaving. So imagine when the restructuring process starts, what's going to happen? There could be more fathers and more SARS leaving. Who knows? And when those SARS and fathers leave, we have to fill in the gap. You don't want to wait for 2 years to election or 2.5 years to election to start solving that problem. So you want to restructure now. The problem is caused already. Those who are supposed to leave, they leave now. Those who are supposed to stay, they stay. Then the ones that are supposed to, the ones that will decide to be inactive and sit on the fence, then we start going after them. At the stage, we don't know who won't go there. We don't know who won't stay. We don't know who wants to sit down on the fence and be inactive. But the restructuring process will bring all those people outside of their decisions. So those who want to go will go. Then the two groups, one will stay and one decide to be inactive. The ones that will stay, oh yeah, thank you for staying. That's it. That's the process. Everything. We'll find ways to make them inactive in another roles or in other roles. We'll try to make them active in other roles. Then the ones that will say, let's stay on the fence. Then we'll start going for them now. At least by that, we'll know exactly who exactly we're going after. Because we already have other folks in the opposition bloc that the CDC will have to go after to discuss possible alliance or collaboration. You don't want to be discussing alliance and collaboration with other opposition political parties, and then you still having a party that doesn't have a stable or reliable or robust leadership. The current leadership of the CDC is unattractive. It's not sexy. Yeah, be frank. The current leadership of the CDC is unattractive. It's not sexy. So don't make coming chasing. We have to make the leadership attractive, very sexy. Put it in one short, sexy skin and dress and hipster. That's the main chasing. But the current setup, it's not sexy, it's not attractive. So the men are going different place. The whole chai and our getcha. The CDC is a getcha. If you believe that the CDC is a getcha, hey, let's make the getcha attractive. Let's give the getcha capacity. Let's give the getcha the quality that it needs or that she needs. Let's give the getcha the quality of clothes she needs. Let's give the girl child the repetition that she needs. Let's give the girl child the personality that she needs. So it is the repetition, the personality, the integrity, the capacity, everything that girl child needs, called the CDC that she needs. Let's give everything to her, and then we'll make her attractive to those guys out there. You want to be the father saying, yeah, you see, your daughter is well educated, she's clean, she's fun, smart, she organized. You want to be in your yard, you see men chasing her, coming by, you put them on, people are coming. You can drive them because of their intelligence, because of their maturity, but you have to make them to understand your standards. That when they accept your standards, then you can enter out of them. But you can't open up to anybody. You can't leave yourself unattractive. You can't leave yourself unkept. Some of you who have homes, you have heard the word, right? Why you have heard people saying the girl is too unkept. The other day, we're in one environment, a government official friend went to visit us and we're having some political conversation. And then we were talking something like this. And he said, no, man, don't call that person in, man. That person, man, no, she's too unkept. And the other person, too, is a government official. So he said, no, that person, man, she's too unkept. So you don't want to keep your girl child unkept. You want your girl child to be attractive. Eh? So that's the CDC. We have to make the CDC attractive. The people who chased the CDC before because of attractiveness, some of those people are still around. The qualities that they saw in the CDC before, the rigorousness that they saw in the CDC, they are not seeing it again. So we need to upgrade. We need to reorganize. We need to re-strategize. We need to reorganize with the forces together to ensure that the CDC becomes as attractive and sexy as even more attractive and sexy than it used to be. The leadership is quiet. The CDC leadership is quiet, is inactive. It's cold. It's playing cool. It's playing cool. Even some of the former officials of the CDC, of the government, who are seditious, they are all quiet. They wing the tail between behind and they go into silence. They go into silence. Why we don't know? And I say this to you. If the Moali and the Amos Tour and the Lavia Giddings, who is a public works, and the Basi guy, the Stephen Johnson, the Jeremy Pia, if they all have gone silent or are won silence under the CDC government, do you think the UP will have returned to power? Do you think the UP will have included them in their government today? So if all of those guys could have bear the pain, if all of those guys go silent and say, hey, Nami, the pain here will bear. The bone pains. It was not easy for them. 6 years in opposition, no job. Those guys, they bore pains to get to where they are today. They want you to struggle. Yes, they did. I'm sure at times some of them can say that and say, yeah, you know what I mean? Used to do the thing here just to get 2-3 bottles of VAR for the next 2-3 weeks. You know what I mean? That means they'll be struggling for 1 year. Right? So they went to hell. So you too, all of us who supported George Weah and still supporting, we should expect that we will go through hell. We should expect that, hey, we will not, what again from Noga will say, we should expect that we will not koto in the poho. So you should expect that you will not koto in the poho. You should expect that. And you should expect that they will not embrace you. So you all need to come out too. You all are also not serving as motivation to the leadership. Because we see all the former officials, they all gone into silence. Where are they? Where is the Minister of Finance? Where is the CDC Minister of Commerce? Where is the CDC MPA boss? Where is the CDC LPRC boss? Where is the CDC Ministry of Agriculture boss? Where is the CDC Minister of Justice? Where is the CDC Minister of Foreign Affairs? Yes, he is active, 100% active. Where is the CDC Minister of State for Presidential Affairs? Where is the CDC? I'm told you won't DV and wear America, Blamo. Blamo, I'm told you won't DV and wear America. Where is the CDC former speaker? Where is the CDC pro-tem? Where are the CDC former officials? Where is the CDC LACA boss? Where is the CDC Enfield boss? Where is the CDC Minister of Health? Where is the CDC ambassador to the US? Where is the CDC ambassador to the United Nations? Where is the CDC ambassador to the Caribbean? Where is the CDC ambassador to Brussels and the European Union and all of that? Where is the CDC managing director for water and seawater? Where is the CDC managing director at LRA? Where director general or commissioner general at LRA? Where is the CDC commissioner general at the Aviation Authority? Where is the CDC commissioner director general at the Free Zone? Where are the CDC officials, former officials? Where are they? Lafayette Gideon, where just deputy minister at public works, they were always on the CDC government engaging. Where are our officials? Where is the CDC where is the CDC public works minister? Where are they? Citizens, are you all satisfied? Are you complacent with the amount of information which all your former officials, all your party officials have gone into silence? Are you satisfied? If you are, case closed. If you are not, the numbers to call tonight: 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. For those of you Silesians and Weashans and sympathizers in the diaspora, the number to call for you is +231 886 500 104. Those are the different numbers to call. Let's hear from you tonight. Are you okay? Are you satisfied with the current mood that the CDC leadership is wearing? Are you satisfied that all your former ministers and managing directors of the different government entities and ambassadors have gone into silence like they never worked in CDC government before? Are you satisfied? Is this how the party should remain, or should we restructure the party? Should we wait for 2026 or 2027 before we restructure the CDC? Should we kill cows before CDC officials agree to restructure the CDC? Should we fast and pray before the CDC officials agree to restructure the CDC? The CDC must be a vibrant force to reckon with. The CDC must be a rigorous force to reckon with. A CDC must be as effective as it was in ruling as it was when she was ruling party. Are you satisfied? Are you okay? Should this be the CDC that you want? Should this be the CDC that you want? Tell me. Tell me. That's the course. All the numbers are ringing. We'll take your course. We have more than 20 minutes to take course. We want to hear from CDCs tonight. If you're satisfied, good. Then the party remain like that. Incomplete leadership. All your former officials have all going silence. That they get taught that they didn't go to school. They are, I don't know, they're afraid or they're doing business with the government, so they don't want to talk on the different policy issues. Foreign affairs issues, where our foreign minister is supposed to be providing expert opinions on foreign relations issues. Our former public works minister is supposed to be speaking on our infrastructure issue. Same applies to our former finance minister, our former commerce minister, our former agriculture. Look at the agriculture sector, how it's dead. I'm told Ministry of Agriculture is now a big mess. Empty, nothing happening. Where is our former agriculture minister? She's drinking wine and smoking cigar with her Congo friends. Our former National Transit Authority boss, he was the biggest disgrace in the CDC government. Right now, he ran away back to the country. He's a European citizen. He come back. There are NTA people there. The building that he burned, the people rebuilding it. Where are our officials? Where are our party leaders? Why is the party silent? The party at the Christmas, everyone. Only holiday, Joseph Baraka can go dedicate. So occasion can we see everybody comes out. No occasion, we go back inside. Let's take calls. And as we're taking the calls, I'll check the phone. Don't forget to be playing your cash giveaway because we're about to pay monies to you as well. So +2, sorry. *255*1# is the short code. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
How are you, sir?
I am happy.
Okay. Well, you try to open a very good topic for discussion. Now, let me say this. The petition, first of all, I'm Mr. Aaron McClure. Are you there?
I'm there. Go ahead, Aaron.
Okay. The petition in the political party called CDC, and more precisely those that have been fortunate to have held or hold positions like minister, deputy minister. Most of these guys were sick. And because of the double standards, and this is the reason why they don't want to surface. And it is good that the political strategy is going in these directions, that the political wave is driving into this direction. And I see that it's going to a scrutinization of.
Thank you. Next person, let's hear you. More persons who want more persons to call in. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Austin.
Sure.
Yeah, Austin, thank you for the topic on the discussion tonight. I'm John Kwai calling from 540, Zone 27, Zone Head.
Okay. So you are the people who want to talk to.
Yeah, so while you say all the discussion tonight, you are right. As Zone Head of Zone 27 from 540, the Sir Joseph Mela, he say, telling the Liberian people the situation that he beefing the party today, we struggle for him. We have a lot of evidence that he deceived, he lied to us, took a lot of ID numbers. He told the public that he will get loan to the women who used to advise him to collect that data. We don't know what he do with it. Okay. So what you say?
Yeah. So yes, SARS is already gone. There are more SARS that may also leave the party. That's why we want you all to speak to them about the possibility of restructuring. Should it delay or do you want a restructure now?
I want it now. If you with me, I want it tonight. I want it at any time because as soon as I have nothing, tomorrow we benefit nothing.
Thank you very much. You want it now. If you want restructure now. Gossip, go ahead. You are a party official. Let's hear you. Are you satisfied with the current mode, or do you want a restructure now or later on?
Austin, let me say thank you for the topic on review. In the first place, the need for the restructuring of the party cannot be more emphasized. So it is a must. But I'm also elated that you raised this concern about former officials of government. United Party folks in opposition, more especially leaders, they were very vicious in their approach to the governance of CDC. I do not know for what reason our former officials have gone into hiding or are in slumber. But these are some of the things that can cause disenchantment because as they are far away enjoying in their different areas of residence, the commoners are on the ground doing what they can to ensure that CDC come back to power tomorrow.
Thank you, Gossip. Thank you. Let's hear somebody else. 30 seconds each person. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Hello, this is Fanny Murray.
Fanny Morris, let's hear you. What do you want? Do you want a restructure now or you want it later on? Should we hold on?
I want a restructure now. And if you were to ask me why have the restructure before, I know I want for account to be the party chairman line. It's the voice maker now. Danako is every immediate force of the particular government yet.
Thank you very much. The message you want Akaros to be the chairman of the party now. Next person, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Hello, yeah. Austin, how are you, sir?
I'm okay. Please go ahead.
This is Abu Masale. Austin, let me appreciate you for the topic on the discussion. This is one of the most fascinating topics ever that you have ever brought forth on your station. Thank you so much. So, Austin, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed with the leadership. Can you imagine? Where are those dealers? Where are those people that serve in government, that deputy minister, assistant minister, minister of proper, directors? Where are those people that were appointed all the time, from one place to another? Just to get people away, and those people that suffer with the party, they not even get it down. Where are they today?
Do you want a restructure now, or should we hold on?
Yeah?
Do you want a restructure now, or we should hold on?
I think there must be a restructure where Zuno Health, there must be a restructure where everything will be organized.
Okay.
People will take that position.
This is one of restructure. As a matter of fact, where is the CDC Secretary General? I've not seen or heard him for a long time. Hello, go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, my dear brother.
Good evening to you.
This is the voice of Idrissa Samba. Yeah, Austin, it's just a sad time for our nation. Why? Look at me, the buffer timber. The loud talking buffer. The only you have a buffer. Why? Austin, that is bad for me. But when we enjoy the resources of our former leader, all the care, all the love, the thing for that man, but here we are, me talking one thing. Look at me, emotional, backing up in power. But before they can say nothing, they renew like a link dog. These guys are unacceptable to our nation. Don't mean well for our people, and we the citizens. Let me say this, Austin, the functional electric guy called Dilo.
No, yeah, man. Next person, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure though. Hello.
You are live, Elogious. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my son, thank you very much for this topic. Like with my one, they were not present, we're supposed to restructure that party from coordinator to whosoever involved in it. Because it's too shameful. They start saying that we not hearing nothing. We just sitting there. Starting to see one another, they just greeted one another. But what we're doing, nobody hear anything. So for the restructure, it's necessary.
It's necessary. Let's talk to somebody else from this land. This person, let's hear you.
Yeah, no?
Good evening to you.
Yeah. Thank you. I want to commend you for the topic. It's a very important topic about CDC restructure. It's possible we need restructuring of this party because those ministers, former ministers, were right on and we have right. So it's time for us to restructure this party so that the party will move on in 2029. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go to the next person. More callers tonight. Let's hear you. Do you want a restructure of the CDC now, or should we hold on to the time we feel comfortable doing it? Let's hear you from this end. I want to take calls from the diaspora, but let's conclude with the local line. This person, go ahead. Let's hear you. Good evening to you.
Hi. The restructuring of the CDC is a matter of course. First of all, I want to applaud you guys from the Freedom Effort. You guys are doing extremely well for distribution because like our former people are offline, and even at times you reach out to them for selling information, they are refusing to give out information. So it is very much happening, right? Our leaders that we look up to at times for information, many of the former ministers, deputy ministers, they are refusing to even give us information. So it is giving us some time to even defend the CDC. So it is very heartbreaking. And look at our current chairman. The chairman is too much diplomatic. At times he has to at least give reports. But most often, even if the chairman is taking his time to address the issue on national platform, like Freedom FM, you will see him like mentioning the party.
2029 is a free round of unity party. That is clear. The guys are willing to do anything to maintain power. So if the CDC want to maintain peace, if the CDC want to maintain their position as the biggest opposition party, we have to push forward. We have to do research some of our leaders. Sometimes some of our leaders they want to go. Don't give them let it go.
Sure.
But they can't remain.
The earlier they leave, the better it is for us to fill in the gap.
What?
The earlier they leave, the better it is for us to fill in the gap.
Yeah, that's the best way. That's the best way. Some of them want to leave. Let the party give them the chance to leave, but I'm going to fill in the gap. But if we continue to focus to them until put it on the territory, on the head, the party will go anywhere. That I can say to anybody. And the state of CDC is now. The people started the fight from the speaker up to president, still fighting former government officials. And because on the territory, I can tell everybody for free. CDC don't be careful. The guys are targeting President Weah. That's clear.
Thank you. Let's hear the next person. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Hello.
You laugh.
Yeah, we talk about the party structure. For me, I want the party to be structured now. And two, the standard bearer also is too lenient. One of the things I get problem with is lenient. They are not active in doing anything. It will malfunction again to the squad the party. Those are working out in those places. They are best for everybody to see who they work for the particular party. Who they will stay there. There are people who are not belonging there. They are joining in the port. We need to join in the sea. That is just all our way. We can't continue to be there. The party continue to go there. They can't speak. They just put their more. And when they say election now, when they finish with election, they come here around and tell about consultant. When they say the person not working, can't change there. All I want to bring in here to the party. Let it mention restructure the party. Let it get out of this place. Let the party begin to move.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to citizens and sympathizers of the CDC here tonight. The party will remain a strong political party, especially so when you already the first thing political party looks for is a theme or a popular person. CDC has that. CDC has the most popular politician in the Republic of Liberia and one of the most popular politicians in Africa or in the world. Yes, you take all the politicians in the world or all the political leaders of political parties in the world, put their pictures on one flyer. There will be more people in the world who identify Joe Weah than Joseph Baga, than other countries around us here. That's how popular he is. All you have to do is where bravery come out. If you're too afraid, maybe you got a frame or your daisy running, too afraid, just step aside. We found somebody who is equally qualified or even more qualified than you, or you may be qualified than the person, and replace you. No offense, no fighting, nothing. Will do it quietly. But you can't be holding on to party positions and then you say you want to play cool because you don't want your business to be targeted. Even myself may not want to do it, so we'll support you. Let the man go and focus on his business. He remains a citizen. We can give him a backseat role in the party and then recruit other people and give them the job, the role to play in the political party. But we can't have people holding on to the party positions and they don't want to be active. No. Next person, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. And why you think you got men aside just that you know that I get up before away from you. We are not loyal to the party. We may be having the popular head, but if we're not loyal to there are so many critics. Look at the election. See, we have been beaten in the election, but we're not fair. And we're carrying us to them. So we need our fast. And we are
your background is terrible.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the no nonsense is a representation of vigorousness. The vigor of the party, that's all. The party has to be more visible. Especially so you have tasted power and you return to opposition. People expect that you be more visible, more vibrant, more effective, more rigorous than you were before while in opposition at the time you've not tasted power. How can you taste power, then you stay operating like this? I mean, folks, come to think about it. So we have like 11 minutes to go. We still have time to take calls, but we want to pay two persons at least. Maybe we want to get $10,000. So I'm about to get the first $5,000. Now we'll take 3 calls. Now come back, give it another $5,000. But you have 10 minutes, so you still have time to play. So while I'm doing the job, let me be taking maybe 1 or 2 calls as I'm doing the job. I think we need this musical break. Let's listen to this song from J Bobo, Indecision. He called this Indecision. Listen to him. They say they want new Brazil. We gave them the new Brazil, but they still crying saying no joy. But they still crying saying no joy. Listen.
Cap with a J, no style G. International baby. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so but they still crying saying no joy. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so but they still crying saying no joy. Give us 7 now, take it big. They step in your house every day. We not talk every day, but say they won't go killing us every day. Like who come and save us now? Like who come and save us now? Corruption killing us every day, making everybody faces to front. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so but they still crying saying you're hungry. They say they want new press, so we gave them the new press, so but they still crying saying no job. Plenty people they import 40, one man taking 45K. No system, no rules in place. Yeah. So corruption in our face. Hunger killing us. Hunger killing us. The hunger killing us. Hunger killing us. They say the devil was sharp, it's an idle man. An idle man is a hungry man. A hungry man is an angry man that ain't bring all the holla there in the land. Corruption stay in the house. Too many appetite but hunger stay killing us. If you live to see the next day, you must thank God. You got our people that will vote and stay fooling us. They lie to us. All the hope and the promise that they made to us. So fly just to carry our vote from us. That's why they leave all in poverty. Just to see and walk away with the impunity. You came my mind, I will vote for you. You go to school, I will stay vote for you. Both people fall, let we pull it into there, yeah they stay. Now I will give it to the woman. Then I make it so we give it to the beginning. The begin trip so we give it to the old people. Yeah, they stay.
Okay. So we just did joy. Let's talk to this person. Let's bring this down. Good evening to you. Hello. I'm trying to talk to this winner here on the show. Hello, are you there? Okay, let me use the speaker. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening.
How are you doing, my brother? How are you doing? My name is Austin Kawah. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yes, thank you. Saying Global Money, I'm calling from Grand Basso County of Big Wilson City.
From where Grand Basso? You play our cash giveaway not too long or today, or when did you play?
Yes, I play as soon as the game started. I begin to play. I play 4 times.
Oh, you play 4 times. So it means you spend 200 LD.
Yes.
And now you have won for yourself 5,000 LD.
Yes, thank you.
Did you receive the alert?
Yeah, I received it.
Okay, so I'm calling you to confirm whether you receive your money. Keep listening to the show and keep listening to Freedom FM.
Thank you, my God bless you.
Okay, we want to do another job. But let's take calls while we're doing jobs. Good evening to you. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening, Austin Kawah.
The CDC. Do you want this an immediate reshuffle or restructure of the CDC, or we should wait more?
It should begin now. While we take it better prepare ahead of time. But there is something I want to make mention on concerning the CDC.
Okay, go ahead.
The CDC is just surrounding George Oponguya, and we should be helping him. Remember, but what I see is that his insincerity and deception is all surrounding him. So he need to be aware this time.
So what are you suggesting? Wait, what are you suggesting? So are you suggesting that George Weah should remove or take some of the people around him from around him?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Thank you. Next person. Liberians, Sidicians, Weahians. Let's hear you all. What do you think?
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah, Austin, this is Edmond Carr. The visually impaired are keeping this unprepared president to the fire to deserve.
Yeah, so let's keep the CDC feet to the fire tonight. Let's hear you.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you that we need to do more, especially when it comes to the leadership, the way in which they handle issues. We need to do more because you can't be an opposition in the kind of government and you want to take time, you want to be diplomatic in taking on the Joseph Boakai government. You have to be very much proactive. So I think we need to do more. Okay? When it comes to ministers that work in the government, as far as I'm concerned, some of the assistant ministers are the only real citizens that work in our government. Because they are the ones that are speaking up. If you check, the Mama C or the other brother who graduated from the University of Liberia, legally when President Weah came by, Abby Weeser, and the other guy, another lady from Josephville. These are the assistant ministers. They are the ones that are speaking. These are the real citizens that are speaking up. What is happening here now? Everybody are on the waiting list. Now we can see. Now we can see. So now we can see to see what a brother will call them up. We cannot jump on and start mortgaging ourselves right now. So what is happening now? We are the minister. We are the assistant minister now. We are the common people that never work in government. We are the ones that are keeping the fire burning for CDC. Then when we look at the restructuring, no. As for me, I was totally advised the party that we hold on here for restructuring. Because the reason for that is this government, they claim that they don't have money. But they are using money to ease the trick negatively on people thing. If the other people are making a statement they around here, they come out to the general, our other big brother that we're talking about Asari and the area you have, George, we are why are they speaking up? Only because they can get their gas play or other things to keep moving. So today, for example, you take Emma Kawah, now you have 5,000 you are like cash, and make it a consumer quality for the whole of Liberia. What's going to happen? If they come, they manage to get me over, they're going to be on news. Oh, the new men at the airport and the consumer quality for CDC for the whole Liberia, feeling with you and I going to be on news. Just for us to reshuffle and make an adjustment, I would say that we should take that to somewhere around 2028. That would be okay for us. Thanks, brother.
Thank you very much. Next person, let's hear you. Go ahead.
So, Emma, we just left the line. Citizens, they are all afraid. Look at carrying 50% to Japan. The thing was preaching country. Nobody want to get in the street to carry on productive protest today. So that I went on here, what almost everybody arrest the police in their hospital where every person they were going all around you can. Everybody sitting generally afraid. What you afraid? Why should you be afraid? Except Mama Moluka said December 17 before we go to protest and kill. We are not going to go zone. We are not going to go force car and thing. The thing the poor doing to us, why would you react? Everybody just sitting. So it's a headful.
Yeah, but we can do, you know, on our issue, we can do what they did. Because what they did was, we criticize what they did. Okay, but we can do it in a more refined way that is guided by the laws and that reflect modern day civilization. Okay, not just an expression or a display for greed, for greed for power. No, we can do it in that form. These guys were greedy for power. That's why they did all those things they did. Today they're regretting it because they cannot govern well. So we can behave like them, but we first need to clean in-house. We need to clear, check in all the empty rooms, clean all the tables, the thing, the doors, the chairs, the everything, the walls, the four corners of the different rooms, all the spiral web and thing. We take them from there, clean everything reset the living room table, the dining room, everything, and then we'll come and start inviting our friends to come and visit us and see what we have for partnership and for marriage and for all the kind of things. That's what we need to do. That's what the restructuring should be about. And I think in my mind it's overdue. In my mind it's overdue. Okay, go to hell. In my mind it's overdue, and we have to call a spade a spade. Enough is enough. But again, hey folks, we have to go home. It's 10 o'clock, and I hate to go, but I have to go. Let us leave you with this one from our man J Bobo. I really want to see this guy. I don't know who can make me to see this guy. They got songs. I mean, I love his songs. Yeah, so let me say thanks to our winner from Grand Bassa. Our only winner from Grand Bassa tonight. The second winner did not pick his or her call, so that's it. But at least the first winner picked his score. He's from Grand Bassa County. Congratulations to him. The next announcer will call the second winner on the show tonight. Hope to get to have more winners tomorrow. How they coming with the weekend low? The win starting from Friday, ending on Monday. Yeah. Because August 24th will be on Sunday and it will be celebrated on Monday, so that when you go home on Friday, you're not coming back to town to work until Tuesday. So you better take cash giveaway playing serious so you can win some 5,000 and 10,000 and 25,000. So yeah, folks, thanks to all of you for listening and following the show. It was nice being with all of you as always. We will be back here tomorrow by God's grace. But until then, do have yourselves pleasant moments in your respective areas. My name is Austin Kawah. Bye bye.
They say the devil was sharp, it's an idle man. An idle man is a hungry man. A hungry man is an angry man. I ain't bring all the holla holla.